I really am proud of Bensonhurst and I'm proud of Brooklyn. I was a rabbi here for many years, and I served two congregations. The one we're in now, my wife and I, about 22 years. That's a synagogue at the JCH of Bensonhurst on Bay Parkway. But before that, about 35 years ago, I was a rabbi in the congregation Lomdei Torah on 63rd Street off the corner of Bay Parkway. And it was a very old synagogue, built for a synagogue on one floor. The ark was magnificent, built in, and the separation between the men and the women was made very, very beautifully. And the pews were very, very rustic, to say the least. When the synagogue closed down, I took one as a memento. I still have it at home. But I'd like to speak about one aspect of that synagogue, and that is the distinction of having a potbelly stove right in the middle of the synagogue. The synagogue was about the size of this room, and at services in the winter time, somehow it seems to me the winters were colder 35 years ago. That's not a plug for global warming or anything like that. We sat around that potbelly stove with a large stovepipe going up about 15, 20 feet out of the skylight, and we had our services that way. And I was dressed in a very, very heavy winter coat with boots, heavy winter boots, and everyone else in the synagogue was dressed like that. And we huddled around that stove, and people said, you know, it looks like Warsaw in the 1920s or something like that. Actually, many of the congregants came from Warsaw in the 1920s. Rabbi Fox was the original rabbi there. And little by little, you know, we lost the quorum, the minyan that we needed for prayers. And when the synagogue became, you know, very, very small, group-wise, we finally ended up closing our doors, and it doesn't exist anymore. After that, it became dance studio, other things, and there was a great loss for Bensonhurst, as some of the other synagogues are.